My name is Chris, and welcome to the Camper Dan Files. That's not good. Looks like we're losing some coolant. So, I guess we got some work to do. So we now have the R50 pulled into my garage here. I don't know if you guys can make that out there in the footage. Try and get some additional light there. Oh, that's not helping. Let's turn that off. So right there, guys, see that little bit of water or coolant that's pooling up on the top of that intermediate hose there? So this one with the worm clamps, this is gonna be the heater hose. And you can see one of the old clamps there. We did try to, wow, you can actually see the fluid coming out. Did you guys see that? Where it just oozed out there and fell? So, this was just a Band-Aid fix. We couldn't find the molded hose at any of our local parts stores. They sell them, but it's a special order. As you guys can see in the thumbnail, I actually have the correct part in my possession now. This line back here, you can see there, there's a little bit of green on that line. That's not the one that's leaking. It's the one above it. Sadly, I don't have enough room to shove my camera in here. Let me see if I can get a shot. Right there. There's the culprit. You guys see it? That green pus? Yeah, that's where the coolant is oozing out in between that hard line and that rubber hose. And then it's essentially seeping down here. So we're gonna get a catchment pan thrown onto the R50. I'm gonna take these worm clamps off and try and see if we can get this hose swapped out for the correct one. Because this is just a regular piece of hose. It's not molded at all. If you guys can see here, see if I can show you. Right here, it's actually pinched. See that? So we're gonna go ahead and swap that out now. So down low, we have our coolant catch pan there. Got that set up pretty much where I think the coolant is gonna fall. I might have to adjust it a little to the left. But other than that, I think it's gonna be in just about the right position to catch any coolant that may come trickling down. Got our new favorite Stanley screwdriver here. These are magnetic. And again, these can be found on Amazon. In fact, I went ahead and stuck a link in the description for you guys just in case you're interested in these. And here comes the coolant. Yeah, in fact, you guys should be able to hear it now hitting the catchment pan down there. I think I'm also gonna put a cardboard box down just in case. Because I don't know how effective I'm gonna be at capturing things, and I don't want it getting all over my floor. I do have a small dog, and she does come out here every now and again. I just hope we can minimize the amount of coolant that gets spilled everywhere. Try to wiggle this guy loose here. Come on. Don't be stubborn. All right, that guy's coming. Not excited about coolant going all over my garage floor, but it's necessary evil. And it's hitting the floor. Well, not exactly the floor, it hit the cardboard, so we're still in the clear. And we didn't lose much from the heater core, so that's always good. I know you guys can't exactly see where I'm working here, it is a very restrictive space. And my big head will probably be in the way anyway. But here's the area that we're working in, right down here. See if we can get this off. It's coming. Come on. We did spill a little bit onto the floor, but I'll be sure to clean that up. Because like I said, I don't want our Chihuahua getting into this stuff, because she does come out here every now and again. And there it is. And here's our hose that was causing the leak. Now I'm going to get our replacement hose. This isn't the OEM, but this is OEM spec. As you can see, it's molded. Let me remove or retrieve both of our clamps. Go ahead and shove this guy down in here. It should go on without much of a fight. I'm gonna grab an inspection mirror, because one thing I want to do is make sure that this thing is seated all the way. You don't want there to be any gaps, because then that'll defeat the whole purpose of us going through all this trouble. And what I'm thinking now is, since we have the proper molded hose, we really shouldn't have any more issues with losing coolant going forward. Again, what you guys seen there earlier in the beginning of the video, that was just expected to be a band-aid fix. These things are not cheap, because they're made specific for the vehicle, which is always going to be the best. You always want to have the specific part, if and when you can. Nothing wrong with aftermarket stuff, but aftermarket doesn't work for everything, which you can see in this case. It didn't work here. This was definitely an OEM part only type of repair, because of where the hose has to go and the tight tolerances that it has to fit. So here's the repair. There's the line going to the front of the engine there. There you go. You guys seen it earlier. You seen the drip. It was coming off the top of this hose right here, or at least that's what it looked like. We'll know more for sure if I still see coolant on the ground in my driveway come tomorrow, which I gotta go back to work tomorrow. This is what it looks like from the front. There it is, running just to the left of the valve cover there. As you can see from this angle, it looks like it's touching it, but I assure you it isn't. Let's see if I can get my hand in there. See my finger? See my fingers? That's me touching the valve cover. And this thing is to the left of it. And then here it is going to the heater core. And then there's the top. So with a little luck, we should be good now. Let's check our coolant levels. We still got a bit of coolant in there. I want to say last year, I did a simple drain and fill. I didn't document it because kind of boring. I mean, who doesn't know how to drain and fill coolant, right? But I will say this. I didn't drain the block because it is kind of tricky to get the air bled out of this thing once you do it. On some R50s, there's a bleeder screw or valve on the top side of the engine near the front here. But for whatever reason, Nissan decided not to give me one of those things. So it is kind of bothersome to bleed the air out of my system. I do have a funnel kit that I use to bleed the air out of my other Nissan, my 2015 5th gen Nissan Altima. I also use it on this. As a matter of fact, I'll show you guys what it looked like, and I'll also stick a link in the description for that tool as well. It's a great thing to have just in case you don't have one. And you can use it on just about any vehicle. You guys have seen me use this before. There was one other time I did something related to the coolant system on my R50 where I was showing myself bleeding the air. But this is the kit. This can be found on Amazon. I'll be sure to link this in the description for you guys. But inside, let me just uncap it here. Inside of this is all of these pieces here that you see in this illustration. And I like this kit because you'll never have to worry about losing them because they store right inside. And there's also a plug for the funnel. So just in case you have some excess coolant left over, you can just plug that off and then put this back into your bottle of coolant. I've had to do that more than once. And just put this into the opening there on your bottle, and then just let your coolant go right back in to your bottle of coolant. So that way you don't have to worry about wasting anything. And again, if you're interested, a link will be in the description for this tool. Again, just trying to make sure that we don't see any dripping coolant. Earlier, it was very evident. I mean, we've seen it with our own two eyes. And this has been going on for like the last week. One day I was returning from running an errand, not in this vehicle, but in my 5th gen Altima. And I noticed that I seen something wet on the driveway, and I was like, what the heck is that? And upon closer inspection, initially I thought it was oil. I was like, oh no, now I'm dropping oil on my driveway. I really need to get to those valve cover gaskets. But no, it wasn't oil. It was definitely coolant. So we're gonna go ahead and gather up our tools and extra parts, and we'll back this beast out of here, and we'll go ahead and rinse it off with some water. So we went ahead and rinsed off the driveway. We also rinsed off the engine bay. I gotta run to UPS to do a Amazon return because I ordered something and it wasn't quite what I expected. So far so good. I think the coolant system did a really good job of bleeding itself of air, because usually if there's air in the system, you'll hear it gurgling through the heater core here, and I didn't hear that, so I think we're good. Ooh, an R50. There it goes. Just backing into UPS here, and what do I see? Another R50. This one, an Infiniti QX4. It's a nice one. 2001 to 2004. So far, we're not seeing any drips or anything like that. I don't expect to see anything right now because usually this will happen after the truck's been sitting for a few hours. So we'll just keep watching, see what happens. Thanks again for stopping by the Camper Dan Files. My name is Chris. If you've enjoyed today's video, go ahead and give it a like. And while you're at it, don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, keep using your Pathfinder as a Pathfinder, on or off the pavement. What did I miss? Mac and cheese.